All right, everyone, get ready, because today we are diving deep, like really deep,
Deep into what, you ask?
into ourselves.
Ah, the final frontier.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
We're tackling a fascinating idea from Elif Shafak's The 40 Rules of Love, specifically Rule 17, which says we each contain the entire universe within us.
Bold statement.
Right, and before anyone says it, yes, even the not-so-great parts. So buckle up.
I'm intrigued already. And I have to say, this isn't just a fictional idea. This idea resonates across philosophies and spiritual traditions for centuries.
Which is why it's perfect for a deep dive. Honestly, when I first read this rule, my mind was blown, but also a lot of questions.
Such as?
Like, what does that even mean practically?
Yeah.
To have the whole universe inside us.
Okay, fair. Let's break it down. Starting perhaps with the rule's mention of shaitan, which,
Often gets translated as the devil.
right, which I can see might cause some, shall we say, concern.
Do you think? Like, should I be worried? Do I need an exorcist for this deep dive?
Laughs. Thankfully, no. Shaitan, in this context, is better understood as a metaphor for our shadow self, you could say.
Shadow self.
Those aspects of ourselves we consider, well, bad, unacceptable, things we'd rather hide even from ourselves.
Okay, starting to make more sense. So not literal devils, but more like
Yeah.
our own personal junk drawers.
Yeah.
Full of insecurities and all that.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. Rule 17 implies that acknowledging these shadow aspects, instead of feeling them, is actually key to self-awareness and to understanding the universe around us.
Hold on, I got to process that. So you're saying by understanding our own personal compost heap, we somehow understand the universe better.
It's about the concept of microcosm and macrocosm. The idea that we humans are smaller reflections of the vast universe, and the universe is reflected in us.
Whoa.
Think about it. The universe has immense beauty, but also destructive forces. Supernovas, black holes.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
And within us, we have the capacity for great love, compassion, but also for harm, anger, jealousy, things we don't always like to admit.
Heavy stuff. But it makes you think, if we can understand those destructive parts within ourselves, maybe navigating the world out there makes more sense.
Exactly.
Still, to truly know yourself, she, Ann, and all, that feels daunting. Like, where do I even start?
It's a journey, not a destination. Begin simply. Pay attention to your thoughts, your emotions, without judgment.
Sounds easy enough.
Notice how often you criticize yourself, compare yourself to others. That awareness, that's the first step.
So more flashlight, less broom. Shine a light on the messy parts instead of sweeping them under the rug.
Precisely. And this idea, it pops up everywhere. Sufism, for example, sees self-knowledge as a path to knowing the divine.
So understanding ourselves, even the she-Dan parts, could lead to a deeper understanding of, well, everything.
Which brings us to a final thought. If we accept this idea that the entire universe could reside within us, imagine the potential.
Mind blown. Again,
Embrace the light and the shadow within and see where that journey takes you.
that's a deep dive if I've ever heard one.